Hello there everybody, this is Alex from Hardcoring Guides, bringing my guide for God Hand on Hard difficulty. Today we're doing stage 5-5 entitled The Floating Bazaar. This one is, honestly, in my opinion, probably one of my least favorite levels because I don't know, I just find it kind of boring. I mentioned last time, sorry I was looking at my phone there, I was trying to turn it on. I mentioned last time that if you do keep the boxes on the ship, they will stay in the next stage. So, if you need health now or need orbs or whatever, then there you go. And I believe most of these are typically kind of somewhat set. I think there's like a few in here that are, usually always going to be health for the most part. So if you didn't use anything on the last level like I did, which I got, I'm going to be honest, I got lucky with that. Let's be real. There you go. And if you save the civilian, he gives you usually a strawberry or just whatever kind of health. This part's kind of a little bit annoying because there's no real way to kind of take care of these ladies one by one, unfortunately. Except for, well, I mean, when you first show up, it seems. But I totally forgot that she actually goes back. I don't know. I was thinking that she wouldn't, so caught right in the lie. Oops. Anyway, hey, at least I'm honest to make, I make honest mistakes. It happens. I could have sworn that she'll fall back, but never mind. I lied. My bad. We got to get to that bridge over there, by the way. I'm pretty sure that's where we're going, and that level is super short, if it's the one I'm thinking of. But yes, you can take them out one by one. It's called running back. So there you go. This game likes to make a liar out of me, I guess. But anyway, it's pretty much just the same as it is with any fight. If you take them, down by themselves, you'll be fine. And I understand that to some people this might be very wussy type thing, where it's like, oh, you could be totally more flashy and show off. You gotta remember that this is Hardcoring Guides, where I'm trying to help, not only myself, but even to the most extent, at the very least, maybe a bit more of an average plus player. Because that's how I feel like I am. I feel like I'm slightly above average with these types of games, where I'm not pro, I'm not perfect, and, I'm here for those that want to play a game on hard without having to do or put in just too much amounts of skill or reactions or whatever, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Just trying to, I don't know. I suck. There you go. There's the answer to that. So this little fun area, I mean, you can pretty much, I believe, skip most of this, and I can't taunt from down here. You have to be on the same level for this to work, unfortunately, but that's just how this game is. And luckily there's a box, so I can always just throw that at, the enemies to get them distracted and get their attention, instead of having to run over there and taunt or whatever. So these little statue things, they usually appear. I used to think they were random. I know. For the longest time I used to think they were random. But no, they pretty much appear on a very specific ground, and, they'll drop just pretty much whatever. I don't think that, no, the drop's not random, or, sorry, the drops are random, because I remember, I think like stage 1-1, typically it drops a technique, but I think there was a couple of times where they dropped like orbs, so they're pretty much just random what you get, but at the same time, they're worth going for. And that was just one of the mysterious secret ones I found. I don't know if there's any particular way to kind of know, how many there are in the game besides like game facts or something, so I don't know how many there are. That's beyond my pay. I'm here to basically just bully and beat up people all day, so that's what I like to do. And of course, unfortunately, I get a stinking demon spawn, but I just say screw it. I got the God Hand for it. I hate wasting God Hand on them because, like, you can still technically take them out without using it. You can take out everything in this game without using God Hand once. I mean, KMS, kick me sign runs are a thing after all. And for those that are wondering, am I ever going to attempt it? I think it would be neat to try it, but I'm going to be honest with you, I like to have my fun, and I don't know, like, it's not that it's impossible for anybody to do, because people have done it before, and honestly, nothing is impossible as long as you put yourself to it. So I feel like it's more of a should I more than a can I. Well, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, I think that would be actually pretty damn hard, but I do think it's quite possible, and just will take a long time to really get good at. And this sounds like a cope, I know, but I'm the type of guy that just kind of enjoys a game's difficulty being less of like, crutching myself unless I find the game incredibly fun or just doesn't have a difficulty mode that's, you know, really too crazy or whatever. I mean, Metroid Dread is kind of an exception because Dread mode was already good enough of a difficulty mode, I would argue. I didn't finish the stage, that's why we're back. I would argue that, you know, Metroid Dread's Dread mode was pretty good. However, me doing a no item run was just kind of at that point just basically showing off, like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put myself to the test. I'm okay with challenge runs. You know, I have nothing against them. I'm just saying that I don't know. Don't expect a KMS run. But then again, people might look back on this video 20 years from now and be like, huh, you said you wouldn't do it and then you did it. So, who knows? Maybe one day, you know, it's possible. Like I said, it's more of a should I than can I, but I don't know. I like having roulette. I like having God Hand. I think that's, you know, a lot of the fun part of it. And, well, to be fair, God Hand and Orbs do make the game quite a lot easier than it really, you know, seems like it is. I still find that interesting, though. I used to think this game was impossible. I used to think that there was no way I would ever beat this. I don't mean to get all, you know, sentimental here, but, like, holy crap, you know. I really did come a long way from just playing this game for the first time and struggling to finally beating it and getting all excited, to trying it out hard and then failing, and, well, here we are. So, see you guys next stage. As always, take care, everybody.